Hi, my name is Sophie Perel. I'm 16 years old and I go to NSU University School. I'm a junior and this is my mom Nadine.
Hello.
And this is our story. So it was December 29th, 2019 and it was in the middle of my freshman year winter break and I was hanging out with my friend Liv. And we got a text saying that there would be a party later that night. And I wanted to go, and I remember asking you and you let me. So she stayed over until like 8 and we just started getting ready and we were all like changing outfits. We didn't know if we looked good, and I remember I decided on like a black shirt and my blue camo pants. I was so excited to go. I was so confident in myself that night.
And my awesome boots.
And I knew I wanted to drink, and you and Papi, you always taught me to drink the right way, to drink responsibly. You always told me, definitely eat before, you want to slow down and alternate every drink with water. You don't want to mix, and you want to know how much you're drinking and keep count.
And you want to listen to your body.
My body. And I thought I had that instilled in me. I had listened to those rules so many times before, and I was just confident that nothing would happen to me that night. So I went to that party and I arrived with Liv, fully confident knowing I was gonna drink. And I just started drinking and slowly but surely I did break every single rule I think you've ever taught me. I definitely didn't alternate with water or eat more than a slice of pizza, and I was definitely mixing because I didn't know who was making the drinks that I was taking. And the people that I went to the party with, or the people that I was talking to for most of the party, they had disappeared. I didn't know where they were. They were talking to other people. So I was fully just on my own, drinking by myself. There was no one there to watch me and watch what I was doing. I just kept going crazy. I didn't feel anything, and I think that's the worst part. I never felt anything. I didn't feel dizzy. I didn't feel like I was losing control. I felt in full control of my own body. I only felt it very late into the night. It was like 10 or 11 and I started like slowing down. And that's when I realized like maybe I should sit down, because like the room started spinning. And I walked over to the couch in the living room in the middle of a party. Like everybody could see me, and I just remember sitting down and like slumping over a little bit. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a 5-minute nap and then I'm gonna be like, okay. And I closed my eyes, and that's everything I remember up until that point.
I got a text from you saying that to pick you up half an hour before. That for me it's strange because I know you like to stay, you're the life of the party and you like to stay until the end. And it was strange. And then another text followed, I don't feel very well. And when I got there, I started calling you and you were not answering. And then I saw somebody that I know you knew, and I asked for you, and he said, she's coming out. And then when 5 minutes went by and you were not out, you were not answering I felt it in my gut that something was wrong. So I just went inside, and what I found and what I saw, it was beyond anything I ever thought you were going to do. You were totally, you were hugging the toilet. I have never, ever seen so much vomit in my life. And for someone that you were not coherent. You couldn't walk. You couldn't talk. There were so many people inside, and I felt so helpless, so desperate. Your dad was out of town, so I was alone. I didn't know what to do. That made me, I didn't know how to act. I didn't know how to help you at that moment. And there were so many people in the bathroom that I didn't know, and everybody was saying something different. And let's call 911. Let's shower her. Let's give her food. Let's give her water. Light her down. Don't light her down. It was crazy. You threw up. We couldn't carry you, so then we decided I was going to bring you home, and I had to ask for help. 4 seniors had to carry you into a car. I left my car. I don't know with who. I left my purse. I was so desperate. We came in my friend's car. We got here. We had to wheel you in with your grandmother's wheelchair. Me and my friend had to take off your clothes, bathe you. I didn't know for a moment if you were going to be okay, if you were going to wake up. Should I take you to the hospital? I don't know, I never thought, I try to be open with you. I try to give you the rules. I prefer not for you not to drink, but I know you're going to drink. I know there's alcohol in every party. But for me, if with this story, somebody can take something away, is to drink responsible. And I think every day, I don't know who was the one who texted me, call 911 or call an adult. Ask for help.
Well, when I woke up, because I don't remember anything of what you said, when I woke up, I really thought I was still gonna be on that couch. I really thought it was 11:10, and I thought that I was gonna be back at that party, and I never expected ever to be on the bathroom floor. My 14-year-old brother, or 12 at the time, was on the floor watching me, sleeping on the floor, I think, because it was 3 a.m, making sure that I was awake, and it was just a sight to see. Like, I didn't think, like, the worry and the concern on his face, like, I never thought it would be in that situation because of me. And I just went into chaos mode because I realized that in just one night, like, the good girl image, or that, as you said, the responsible girl image that I had spent 15 years at that point, building up, and just who I thought I really was, like, I had destroyed that in just one night. I guess at the end of the day, the only good thing was that I was grateful to be alive in that moment, because just like you said, even though I don't remember anything, and even though I don't remember feeling anything, what happened if I just laid down on that couch and never woke up, I remember you coming to me and being like, if you think you're gonna get away with this with no punishment, you're not. And you asked me to make a PowerPoint. You were like, Sofia, make a PowerPoint.
So our punishment was to educate yourself.
Exactly. You said make a PowerPoint on what happened to you and the effects of what you said was drinking too much and possibly alcohol poisoning. I started crying because every emotion that you had felt, and I had written that I felt so bad about how I made you feel, that I started crying because I didn't think that you would ever be in this situation because of me, and it broke my heart.
What did you learn from it? What did you do with it?
Well, obviously I learned that I never want to see myself in that situation ever again. And to be completely honest, since 2019, and it's 2021 now, I don't think I've drank nearly as much, definitely not as much as I did that night. I pretty much stay away from alcohol now. I also learned, and this has taken me such a long time, to not be embarrassed, because the first thing someone said to me after I apologized to them that day, they were like, don't worry, it happens to everyone. But here's the thing, I didn't know that. Nobody talks about it, you know what I mean? It's something that they're super embarrassed about, and I'm not proud of it either, but I thought if I could teach you guys something, because there were some things in that presentation that even you were surprised about, what can I teach to other people and to children my age, because it's happening. If it can happen to a 15-year-old, is it happening to younger people? Is it happening to people in high school, which it definitely is. So I just wanted to reach to other people and show my story to other people, and I think that through High School Secrets, that's what I've been able to do, especially on Monday with the 9th graders, and I told them, you have to be careful. I don't want you guys to not ever drink, but I don't want you guys ever to be in my situation, and I want you guys to know that there's a way to drink responsibly without getting yourself to a point where I was.
So for me, one of the important things is that you drink responsibly and call an adult. Call for help. Don't think that you can handle the situation.
2 of my good friends at the Aventura police, they said that they care more about the well-being of that person than whether you're underage drinking. In that moment, what they're gonna do is try to get that person to be okay or be stable, because it's better, and I told this to the ninth grade, it's better to have some underage drinking and having to talk to the police, which may be a little scary, than to have a friend's life on your hands because you didn't want to call an authority figure, an adult. I'm sharing my story today because I want to create awareness for situations like mine so they never happen to someone like you.
I understand that teenagers are teenagers and sometimes they do the things that they're not supposed to do. If you do it, be responsible and know how to protect yourself. And parents, please talk to your kids every day.
Something that I definitely learned, and it's all encompassing, is that alcohol abuse is not a joke. I regret it every single day, even today, 2 years later. And because I never thought I could get myself in that position, and so many things go along with that. The fact that I don't remember anything, like you said, Mommy, when you put me in the shower, you took my clothes off, and I don't remember that. I don't remember. And if I can't remember you taking my clothes off, how am I supposed to remember somebody else if somebody else did? I'm very fortunate that I wasn't molested or taken advantage of. There's fun without alcohol, and that's for sure.
I'm just glad you're here.
I love you.